Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been awesome, and we have a juicy video today, guys. We're talking about Runaway to start it off. I don't know what's going on between them and Vancouver, guys. At first, like 3 weeks ago, Vancouver was agreeing to sign the entire 8-man roster of Runaway. It was like set in stone. It just wasn't on paper yet. They made a verbal agreement. And then a couple days ago, I made a video about how I was getting a lot of rumors from a lot of players that Vancouver might be looking to do tryouts in the future for multiple roles. And at that time, it was just rumors. I really didn't know what was going on because none of my official sources that I really trust and haven't been wrong yet said anything about it. So I kind of just took it with a grain of salt, face value. I didn't know what to believe. I wanted to dig for more information. I contacted all my sources and I said, let me know what is going on as soon as possible. Well, guys, I got information from one of my trusted sources and it's not looking good for Runaway and Vancouver. It's just such a messy situation. So we're going to start the video off about that. I'm going to be covering what is going on with Vancouver and Runaway, what we can expect. It seems like half the roster isn't going to be able to sign with them and they might miss out on the Overwatch League too because of this unlucky situation. Anyways, that's enough about that for now. And as I said, guys, it's going to be a juicy video. So after that, we're moving on to Harbleu. He went on his stream and he said that he has contacts and that he might be getting offers. Now, he didn't specifically say the Overwatch League or contenders or even lower than that, but Reddit kind of went wild and said, oh my god, he might be getting Overwatch League offers. Which, maybe, like, it's possible he could have gotten an Overwatch League offer, but I think it's highly unlikely because if you look at his past, he's just been out of the pro scene for too long. He hasn't even played for a contenders team ever. Not even pre-Overwatch League was Harbleu on a contenders team. So he would have to prove himself, in my opinion, before he gets up there. But we will take a look at the clip. I will analyze it and talk a little bit more about Harbleu. And then, guys, we're moving on to Kaiser. So he finally found himself a team. It's not what you guys would have expected. I know a lot of the community is a big fan of him. I'm also a fan of him. He's got a great personality. The fact that he could speak English and Korean fluently is huge. But I'm just not a big fan of his play style, and his Winston play overall isn't that great, and I think that's what's really held him back as a player. But anyways, he found himself a team. We're going to be talking about which one it is. And then at the end of the video, guys, we are going to be taking a look at a few clips, one from Seagull, one from Decay. It's pretty nutty clips, guys. You'll want to check it out. Anyways, if you're excited to watch this video, be sure drop a like on it, subscribe to my channel for more daily uploads. I talk about Overwatch League every single day, leaks, juice, analysis, players getting signed, whatever it is. If you want to stay updated daily, this is your channel. Click the red subscription box. And now, without further ado, let's hop into the video and talk about Runaway and Vancouver. Alright, so we'll start this off kind of where we left off in my last video about Runaway. If you didn't see it, this was the tweet I posted 3 days ago. Over the past few days, I've been hearing really weird information about Vancouver and Runaway. A lot of people in the community are rumoring that the deal is potentially falling through and Vancouver might be planning to do tryout. And then I did confirm down below. These are wild rumors and none of my reliable sources have confirmed or denied it yet. Waiting for more info, but it could be possible that the deal is falling through. I wouldn't share this information if I hadn't been hearing it from an overwhelming amount of players. And then, of course, after I tweeted this, a lot of speculation started. People were wondering what is going on. Is it possible that Runaway might not be in the Overwatch League? What is Vancouver doing? What is Runaway doing? What is preventing this deal from happening? Because obviously, 3 weeks of having a verbal agreement of signing 8 players to your team and not doing it yet is weird. There's got to be something going on. So, of course, after I finished that video, I told you guys I was going to dig, and I did. I talked to one of my most reliable sources, and I was told that Vancouver is now only interested in trying to pick up a part of Runaway. This means 3 to 4 players at the most. And now you're probably wondering, well, what the hell is going on? Why do they only want 3 or 4 players? Why has it been delayed for 3 weeks? So the situation is, Runaway coming into the Overwatch League offseason, they wanted a lot of money. The organization was asking for crazy amounts of salary for their players for 2 reasons. They thought, of course, their team is worth it. They won Korea Contenders, the best league outside of the Overwatch League, and of course, Runaway probably should have been in Season 1. So a lot of people just looked at Runaway as the best team out of the league and considered them to be able to compete with the best in the Overwatch League. And that's one reason why the Runaway management was asking for so much money. Now, the second reason, which, some could say is out of greed or is just they need the money because they want to continue to fund their organization and it hasn't been that great for them up until now, which is very true, is because Runaway's management wants the players' salaries to be very high because the way Contenders players' buyouts work, it's not even called a buyout, it's called a bonus. When a player in Contenders gets signed to the Overwatch League, the team he comes from, if it is a Contenders or Academy team, will get a bonus for pushing that player into the Overwatch League. So say Runaway, they want to sign Stitch to the Dallas Field. Fuel. Dallas Fuel say, hey, Stitch, I'll offer you 100K. Stitch accepts that offer. Dallas Fuel not only has to pay Stitch 100K per year, they also have to pay Runaway a bonus, which is in relation to that salary that Stitch asked for, which would usually be 100K. So that means Runaway would get $100,000. So of course, when you're a contenders team, you want to get your players into the Overwatch League so you can capitalize on that bonus and make money for your organization. So from an organizational standpoint, it makes a lot of sense to ask for a lot of money for the Runaway players because A, they're good, they won the best league out of the game, and B, Runaway gets a bonus for how much they're paid. But now we're in a situation where it's really weird and Vancouver is saying, hey, I don't think we should be paying these ridiculous amount of salaries, and then Runaway is like, well, we've done this, we've done that, but then Vancouver kind of has the cards in their hands now saying, oh, well, we don't have to because there's not really anywhere for you to go. And that's why this is such a shitty situation for some of the players on Runaway, because if they don't get signed to Vancouver, all these expansion teams have basically committed and signed a lot of players for almost every single role, so there is a real possibility that some of the current Runaway players are going to have to go back to Korea and playing contenders for another year. And that would be super unfortunate because we did see some of these players last year have to skip out on season 1 because they wanted to stay together and try to get in as a team, which is another problem for Runaway. They wanted to get signed as a full team, and because, you know, they value themselves so high as a full team, they jacked the salaries up even higher. Of course, at the beginning of the signing window for all these Runaway players, every single organization wanted to sign them, and a lot of the expansion teams did reach out and give offers, but these players were encouraged by the organization, the management of Runaway, to not accept offers because they said they could get them higher salary and it would be good for them. Which of course, yeah, getting higher salary would be good for them, but they did run that risk of being in the situation that they're in now, where Vancouver completely turned around and said, hey, you know, yeah, we had a verbal agreement, but it just doesn't make sense for us to commit to this right now. It's way too much money. And now we're in a standoff, and Vancouver's said, hey, we're just going to do trials and look for other players, and we'll sign you really good guys for a lot of money because we know they're worth it, but for those other players who might not be worth the same amount as them, you can go and try and put them somewhere else. And again, it's just really unlucky for those players. I feel bad for them. They do all deserve to be in the Overwatch League, and I wish they were signed as a full team. Not just because I think they deserve it, but because I would love to see the full roster go and compete against the other Overwatch League teams so we can compare the level of Korea contenders to actual Overwatch League team. But I don't know what we're going to get, guys. It's a really messed up situation. Hopefully all these Runaway players do get signed for season 2. I don't want them to get cucked. That would be an absolute bummer, but I don't really know what else to say. This is the situation we're in right now. Again, I'm waiting for more information. I can confirm though that Vancouver is trying to sign just 3 to 4 players max from Runaway now, and the other players are going to be stuck looking for teams. That's going to be it though. Let's go ahead and move on now and talk a little bit about Harbleu.
I'm arguably the best ladders Zarya hog in the world. Isn't that just how J. was scouted? I mean, I just put out my official looking for team thing out yesterday, so I've already got a shit ton of different contacts, so I will be on some team, whether or not it's Owl, Contenders, or whatever, who knows, but I will be on a team soon, and that'll be fun. I'm excited. Fired up, thank you for the 22 months.
So that's what Harbleu said, and I do feel like a lot of people blew it out of proportion. It got so much traction, and people were assuming he's going to be in the Overwatch League just because of this clip. Guys, he didn't even say he had offers. He said he got contacts, and that could mean a whole bunch of different things, and he also didn't just say Overwatch League. He said Overwatch League, Contenders, and even something else. So it could be under Contenders, and the fact that he said that probably means it is going to be potentially Contenders, at the highest possibility for the best case scenario. There's no way Harbleu gets into Overwatch League, and that's not me even being a hater. It's just being honest. His diva it isn't that great. The last time he had professional play was on my team, Kangarna. I watched him personally. His Zarya is insane. He has a really good Zarya, and if the off-tank role was a Zarya only role, then yeah, Harbleu could probably get into the Overwatch League, maybe as a sub, maybe as a starter, but the fact is that D.Va is the most played off-tank by far, and it has been for over 2 years and probably will continue to be for another year. And Harbleu just does not cut it on that hero, which is unfortunate because his Zarya is really damn good. And I feel like he could get onto a Contenders team just based off his Zarya. It's possible, but it's more than likely going to be maybe a trials or even an open team. But there is definitely a chance he got those trials, and if he does perform in trials for Contenders teams, he could make the roster. But that's pretty much it for this. I spit my opinion opinion out about it real quick. I don't have anything else to say. Let's go ahead and move on to Kaiser. And funny enough, Kaiser and Harbleu are pretty similar players. They have big fan bases. They're loved by Reddit. They're loved by many. And I see why. They have good personalities. And to be honest, at one point in this game, both of them were really damn good. One of the best in their roles. Just time has evolved, and you know, you can't stay good forever. It's happened to me. It happens to a lot of players that end up retiring. But for Kaiser, he did eventually find a team. Many people wanted to see him in the Overwatch League. I personally know he's not Overwatch League ready. Maybe if he can just work on his Winston, he could eventually get there. But right now, he is going to be competing on a Contenders Trials team. This right here is a picture with him and his new team, Team Stormquake, a Korea Trials team. I know it's in Korean, but Kaiser's in this picture, and this is an announcement of their team. So congratulations to Kaiser. I'm happy that he is on a team. Again, I don't have too much to say about him. Just work on your Winston, and maybe you can make it back up to Contenders and Overwatch League level. It'll be a grind, but once you get there, it's completely worth it. And now let's go ahead and move on, and let's take a look at some clips. Let's start off with this one from Decay, who recently got signed to the LA Gladiators. This guy's insane. I can see why there was a huge bidding war for him.
힐좀 주셔야 되는데. 잠깐 필. 아무거나 부좋아. 윈스 부좋아야 윈스.
내가 닦아.
윈스 밥인데. 윈스 필이야.
샹크레
윈스
개피.
필이래. 윈스 밥이야. 윈스 밥이야. 윈스 필이야. 윈스 아직도 개피야. 윈스 아직도 개피야. 메리시 부좋아야. 발키리 죽어.
와 지났어 졸라 잘해 진짜. 와.
Yeah, that guy's absolutely nuts. LA Gladiators just picked up an insane DPS player alongside Roar. They're looking stacked for next season. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared of the LA Gladiators, guys. Or I'm happy for them since I am a fan. Anyways, let's move on to the last clip. This one's from Seagull. It's honestly just funny. What a crazy Dragon Strike. Roll it.
Curious, are you gonna hit anything Dragon before I swap to Reaper?
The dragon. 30 seconds remaining. Triple kill.
I'm fucking dominating!
Seagull's so good, he doesn't even need to play the game. It's crazy. I know he retired from the Overwatch League, but I hope he joins back in Season 3. Maybe this could be a good break for him. It can't be the last of him. He's got to come back. I know he has that competitive drive. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments if you want to see Seagull unretire and play in Season 3. Also, I want to say thank you so much for wishing my girlfriend a happy birthday. All you guys left some really nice comments down below yesterday. It was awesome. She was super happy about it. Thank you to you guys. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.